My name is Marcus Nguyen, and this is the story of how my younger brother, Aiden, spent years making my life a living nightmare, only to betray me in the most unthinkable way. You probably assume he hated me out of jealousy, but that wasn't the case. He was the favorite, always was. Growing up in Vancouver, our mom adored Aiden. She made his bed, packed his lunches, even folded his socks in little animal shapes. Me? I learned early to cook my own eggs, iron my own school uniform, and walk myself to school through the rain. Whenever he forgot his homework, I had to help him out. When he slacked off, I covered for him. I didn't complain. I was used to being the invisible one. He, on the other hand, made sure I never forgot it. I was quiet, bookish, the kind of kid who stayed inside with a stack of library books while Aiden played street hockey and lit firecrackers in the alley. He'd mock my glasses, call me Professor Mole in front of his friends, and once he even dumped a full salt shaker into my lunch. Another time, he put pebbles in my cereal. I only noticed when I nearly chipped a tooth. And every time I complained, "Boys will be boys," Mom said with a shrug. "That's how brothers show love." If that's love, I wanted nothing to do with it. Aiden was relentless. He taunted me at school, encouraged bullies to mess with me, and once whispered in a fight, "You're so pathetic, just kill yourself." At the time, I was already struggling with depression. I never told anyone how close that comment pushed me to the edge. Even after he tried to light my hair on fire during the stupid prank, Mom defended him. She said he's just spirited. Dad wasn't around much. He worked long hours at a shipping company. But when he finally caught wind of everything, he snapped. For the first time, he threatened to send Aiden to juvenile detention. That scared Aiden. It was the first time someone didn't laugh off his cruelty. That night, Dad sat me down. He told me he'd been blind for too long, hoping Aiden would grow out of it. He admitted he'd been too harsh with me and too lenient with him. I cried. Not out of sadness, but because someone had finally seen me. Dad took action. He reported the bullying at school and signed me up for self-defense classes at a local Muay Thai gym. I went from being the skinny kid with a book bag to someone who could stand his ground. And I did. Aiden tried stealing my allowance once, money I'd earned mowing lawns. I caught him sneaking out on his bike and stopped him. When he laughed in my face, I punched him, hard. He fell, cried, and for the first time ever, I wasn't the one who got blamed. From that day, something shifted. Aiden started avoiding me. The insults didn't stop, but they were muttered under his breath when no one was around. He grew colder, angrier, more volatile. Mom begged me to understand. "He's just going through something," she'd say. But she never said what. I eventually moved out to attend the University of Calgary on a full scholarship. For the first time, I could breathe. And it was there I met Sophia. Beautiful, kind, a painter who made the world seem warmer. We met at an art exhibit, dated through school, and eventually got married right after graduation when we found out she was pregnant. It felt right. She was my future, my partner, my family. Or so I thought. We had a son, Noah. And for a while, life was good. But then I found out Sophia had cheated. Twice. Once with a coworker and another time with her ex. Both times I forgave her. I didn't want Noah to grow up in a broken home. I convinced myself people make mistakes. But the third time? That was different. 3 months ago, Sophia sat me down with an icy look in her eyes and said the words that shattered everything. "Noah might not be yours." I didn't understand. I blinked, stared, and then she said it. The name. Aiden. I couldn't breathe. She told me it started years ago when I first brought her home for the holidays. I thought it was a good thing that Aiden was being polite for once. I encouraged them to spend time together. And they did. Too much time. Sophia said it began with small flirtations, that one night Aiden opened up to her about feeling unloved. She said she pitied him, that it just happened. And when I asked why she kept seeing him, she shrugged. "He was exciting," she said. "You were stable." I walked out, packed my things. I left. She begged, cried, told me to fight for her. but I had nothing left to give. I told my parents everything. Mom refused to believe it. My Aiden would never, but I had a plan. I called Aiden, put him on speaker, and asked him directly in front of them. He denied it at first, but when I told him I knew everything, he cracked. He blamed Sophia, said she couldn't resist him, called himself the better-looking brother. My dad, who had always tried to hold the family together, took the phone. "Aiden," he said slowly, "you've betrayed your brother and this entire family. I won't support a man who destroys the people who loved him." And just like that, Aiden was cut off. No more tuition, no more allowance, no more safety net. I filed for divorce, took a paternity test. Noah wasn't mine. The heartbreak of that confirmation, it's hard to describe. I'd raised that boy, loved him, and suddenly he felt like a stranger. I told Sophia I couldn't be part of their lives anymore. Not hers, not Aiden's, not the child born of their betrayal. Cruel? Maybe. But I needed to survive. Weeks later, my father changed his will. Nearly $2 million in savings, property, and insurance, all going to me. Aiden would receive $1. Symbolic. That's when the calls started. Aiden, desperate, broke, begging. He said Sophia was demanding child support. He dropped out of university and was working at a garage. They were living together now, raising Noah. "He helped me," he pleaded. "We're still family." Family. I laughed. Told him he made his bed, that his problems were no longer mine, that he and Sophia deserved each other. He cried. For the first time since we were kids, I heard him break. And for a moment, I almost felt sorry for him. Almost. But then I remembered all the years of torment, the betrayal, the lies. So no, I didn't call our parents to advocate for him, and I never will.
I've chosen peace over family drama, healing over revenge, and I finally sleep at night without wondering what disaster my brother will bring next. I don't hate Aiden anymore, but I'll never forgive him. Not in this lifetime. If you found this story powerful, subscribe for more real-life stories that dig deep into the messiness of human relationships. Until next time.